Chapter 12 is just 2 quick lessons. We're not even going to take a test on them. You will have assignments, and what you will learn in this chapter does go forward into Chapter 13, so don't think you can blow the next couple of days off. You can't. First up, we have patterns in sequences. Some vocabulary. First up, we have triangular number. A triangular number is a number that can be represented by a triangular array, and you'll see that in the first example. A sequence is an ordered set of numbers, so it's just a list of numbers where, we've put them in a specific order for a reason. And a term is simply a number in a sequence. So my first example is a set of triangular arrays. What numbers are represented here? Well, this first dot I would hope we think represents 1. Then we have 3. Then we have 6. Then there's 10, and then there's 15. What is the pattern to this sequence? Well, let's see. To get from 1 to 3, I'm adding 2. From 3 to 6, I'm adding 3. From 6 to 10, I'm adding 4. From 10 to 15, I'm adding 5. So what's the pattern? I am adding consecutive, that means in order, natural, remember that's the numbers we count with, numbers. We're adding consecutive natural numbers. That means we're adding 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. So what will we add next? 6. If I'm adding 6 to 15, what number would be represented next? 21. Write a rule for this sequence. So we go from 1 to 3 and 2/3 to 6 and 1/3 to 9. So how can I get from 1 to 3 and 2/3? Well, to get from 1 to 3, I have to add 2, and I need that fraction. So I'm thinking my rule is add, not 3, 2 and 2/3. Well, let's check that. What's 3 plus 2? 5. 2/3 plus 2/3 would be 4/3. Well, I can't have 4/3, so that's another 1 and 1/3. 5 and 1 and 1/3 is 6 and 1/3. Let's check to make sure it works again. What's 6 plus 2? 8. 1/3 plus 2/3? 3/3. 3/3 is 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. Write a rule from this sequence and find the next 3 terms. Okay, so we start with a really big number, 18,750, and then we drop pretty hard to 3,750. We drop pretty hard again to 750, and drop pretty hard again to 150. So we're shrinking. Shrinking means we're either subtracting or dividing. It definitely looks like we are not going down by the same amount each time. So this is going to be division. We're going to be dividing, if I can write a D there, divide by what? We just have to figure out what we're dividing by. To do that, I'm probably going to look at the smallest numbers I've got to work with, 750 and 150. The question is, how many 150s do I need to get up to 750? So 150, 300, 450, 600, 750. I need 5 150s to get 750. So since that we're going the opposite way, we're dividing by 5. So what are the next 3 terms? Well, 150 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3, and then put the 0 from 150 on. That's 30. 30 divided by 5 is 6. And 6 divided by 5 is 6/5, which is 1 and 1/5. Write a rule for the sequence and find the missing term. So the missing term is whatever goes in this box. So let's see, 297 to 99 to 33. So we're decreasing again. And it's not by a common amount. So we're definitely dividing. What are we dividing by? Well, to get from 99 to 33, that's division by 3. So what's missing? Well, what's 33 divided by 3? 11. And that's it. Those fractions I don't even really need. Write a rule using a variable. Determine the 16th term of the sequence. Okay, so when you're asked to write a rule using a variable, this right here, it's going to be some number x. That's it. It's a multiplication rule right now. Things will get more interesting later, but for now, this section specifically, it's just going to be a number times x. And specifically, not just any number, but it's going to be the first number. So the rule is going to be 20x because our sequence starts with 20. What this means is if I want to find the third term, I would do 20 times 3. And you can see 20 times 3 right here is 60. So if I want to find the 16th term, I have to do 20 times 16. Well, 20 times 10 is 200. 20 times 6 is 120. So 20 times 16 is 320.